What's your name and what you do?
Yo, Will from Highlander Duelists here. I won our TCGX Highlander Duelist event, placing first, going 401. I played my deck that I like to call the Goo Brigade, more formally known as Adventure Spright.
Okay, let's get into it.
Also, I won a Battle City side event at YCS Pasadena with this deck. Anyways, let's move on to the deck profile. I have 2 Enchantress, 2 Right. I'm playing 2 of each because space reasons, and also you don't really want to see more than one of these in your hand. These are kind of cloggy. It's nice to have one to get the Griffin Rider out. Speaking of, we got the Fateful. The Fateful, you summon Alpha, or you place Alpha Right. The Fateful gets you the Griffin Rider and the Draco back. Searchable Omnigate, searchable Bounce. That's it for the adventure stuff. Sprite stuff. 2 blue, 2 jet. I'm only playing 2 of each. 1 space reasons and 2 I don't own a second blue, and it's also nice that you can get away with it just because we're playing so many different engines. 1 red, 1 carrot, monster negate, spell trap negate. 3 starter, it's searchable E-Telly. The restriction doesn't matter in this deck. 1 smashers is searchable non-targeting banish. That's it for Sprite stuff, and Mystic Mind out as well, yeah. Next, the Tri-Brigade stuff. I'm playing 2 Fractal, 2 Kit, 2 Nerval, 2 Kuras. I'm playing 2 of everything because this is like the worst part of the engine, honestly. This is like the best Tri-Brigade because it's a 2. It dumps when it's sent to the graveyard. It dumps the Nerval. Nerval says when it's sent to graveyard, you search a Tri-Brigade name. This card sucks by itself because it's a 1. It has no synergy with the Sprite stuff. It doesn't really do anything by itself, but you have to play the second one because you don't want to see the first. You don't want to just see 1 in hand. And the second one's nice for the grind. You pretty much 2 Kuras. It's also another 2 in the deck. You can special itself by its own effect. That's nice. It's not too great at 3 just because it breaks. 1 for the follow up, 1 for combo, and yeah, that's it for the Tri-Brigade stuff. Oh, I lied. The Revolt. 1 Revolt. Revolt's like the reason why you play the Tri-Brigade stuff. This card essentially says summon Shurag for free, search 1, and then Shurag on summon says banish any card on board. Next we're playing the Nimble stuff. This is the reason why the deck works and why you can play such small Tri-Brigade ratios because this is a beast. It's also a 2. It works for both engines. This card's amazing. On normal, it specials under the Nimble from deck, so it's full Sprite combo. And then 2 Anglers to pair with it. You usually dump it off Spright when it's sent from deck or field to, or excuse me, deck or hand to graveyard. Especially 2 Nimbles from deck. Card's insane. That's it for the Nimble stuff. On to the rest. 1 Foolish. Foolish is literally everything in the deck. This is you send your Nimble Angler, search, or special 2 Beavers. Send an Enchantress if you need it. Send a Tri-Brigade name if you need it. Whatever you need. 1 Crow. Crow's bad. It's kind of mid this format, but it's searchable. Searchable off of Shurag. 1 Called By. Called By is kind of mid this format, but also, but it's kind of okay against Rogue, so it's here. 3 Droplets. This is like the best card in the deck. You're pretty much not losing any hand advantage with this. Frequently, you're sending a starter, a Nerval, a Water Enchantress, or a Angler, and then you still get free maintain hand advantage. 2 Talents. Talents is insane. I wish I played the 3rd one in the main, but I didn't. It's always live against tier, and it's good against hand traps. Yeah. And lastly, 3 Imperm. Imperm's Imperm. I don't really want to explain this. Don't need to explain it. Card's amazing. That's it for the main. 42. Onto the extra. Token. I'm playing 2 Gigantic. 1 for combo, 1 for grind game. This one, when it gets negated, it's nice to have the second one. 1 Sprine, it dumps a level 2 on summon. So you're dumping Angler, you're getting basically 3 bodies for the price of 1. 2 Elf. Elf is amazing. You can quick effect bring back a monster. It's good, but it's not too great against the Sisu tier because it's never resolving. It's never resolving more than on your turn 1. The targeting protection is also nice as well. That's it for the Sprites. 1 Farrajeet. Farrajeet's okay. The draw 1 put 1 back is nice in the deck. It's a 2, so it works under the Spright restriction. And the special summon doesn't really come up, but it's also just nice to have. 1 Bear Brum. Bear Brum is like the best card in the deck. It searches Revolt, which is actually the best card in the deck. The special one doesn't really come up too much, but it's also nice to have. One, Tri-Brigade. This is a Tri-Brigade card, by the way. Tri-Brigade DDL. I swear to God, anything else it says, that's not true. This is Tri-Brigade. Anyways, quick effect to bounce a card. Honestly, the cost also comes up as well, because frequently you have too many bodies on board. So it's nice to send something as cost and be able to activate Reroll afterwards. One, Tri-Brigade Doom Eagle, same thing. It's a quick effect to DD Crow something. Honestly, that doesn't really come up. It's nice because it's a 3, and you're able to link it off into access code super easy with one try name. 2, Omen. Omen's like the best card in the deck. I know every card's the best card in the deck, but this is the best card in the deck. This is non-targeting Banish, and then when it's sent to graveyard, you get Recursion. 1 early. You make this off of the Bear Brum, just because it's generic and it's like one of the only things you can make that actually has interruption. It usually misses timing, but it's nice to have when it does. And then effect that I always forget, but it should never forget. When it's destroyed, it comes back during the end phase. 1 IP. You don't really make this part of your normal combo, but it's nice there when you have extra stuff. It also helps clear your space for Revolt as well. Next, the Apple, which you're making off the IP. You're making this over Avermax just because you're searching 2 non-targeting banishes, so this is never getting ran over by battle. 1 access code, Big Daddy access code, swing for game. Don't really need to explain that one. Onto the side, I'm playing 3 raw chicken eggs. Don't really need your normal summon in this deck. Get away with this. It's good against the Shizu tier, and it's pretty okay against the Spright mirrors. 2 nibs. This is good against rogue. It sucks in like against meta stuff, but yeah, I came in for rogue stuff. 1 DD Crow. This card sucked. I never wanted to set it in. There was never a time I wanted to set it in. I'm cutting this moving forward. 1 Pank. Pank's good. It's a removal quick effect to remove card. It specials itself. Yeah. 1 Red Resonator. This card's insane. This is the MVP of the side. I won both my semifinals and finals in time with this. Yeah. Need to play this if you're playing Sprights. 3 Cosmics. Cosmic removes problematic back row like Mine or Rivalry. 1 Talent. It should have been in the main. 3 Evenly. Evenly is good against going second, like Ishizu tier stuff. When you're going second against Ishizu tier, it's also good against back row decks.
Let's move into a combo.
All right. So for this combo, it's just starter and any discard card, any card to put back. So you go starter. Starter, get a blue effect on summon. This is a grave now. Jet to search the smashers. Link these 2 off into Guy. Spright on summon dumps a guy. You're gonna dump Angler. Angler when it's dumped. Special 2 beavers from deck. Overlay these 2 into a gigantic. This is a gigantic effect. Detach a guy, probably the beaver, doesn't really matter. Summon a kit. Link these 2 into elf. Kit effect. Banish both beavers. Get you a Fergie. You're gonna link these 2 off into Bear Brum. Get the draw, put 1 back, doesn't really matter. And then the kit effect to dump the Kuros. Elf to bring back the Kuros. Kuros, banish both of these 2 names that you just put to get a DDL right here. And then link these 2 into a Pit Knight early. And then Bear Brum, when it's summoned or when it's sent to graveyard, you're gonna search the Revolt and then put back any other card in your hand. So you're gonna end with the Smashers and a Revolt set with the bounce, Imperm, and a bring back a guy revival.
Let's talk about the matchups.
All right, so round 1 I played against Naturia. I had to read every card in the deck. I've never played against a deck in my life, so we tied. It was very funny. Round 2, I played against D-Link. Bistio D-Link, I 2-0'd him. Bistios aren't that great against Tri-Brigade stuff. It's really nice. Round 3, played against Buddy Payton, Speedwood guy. Fun guy, 2-0'd. Unfortunate for him, fortunate for me. I know what his deck does, and he tried making me go first. Game 2, didn't work out for him. Round 3, I played against Michael, who's playing striker. Guy's hype, love that guy. Huge shout out to Michael while I'm here. But he's playing striker. Mind me, game 2, card was insane. I had to go into game 3 in time. Round 5. Playing against Tobito, he's playing Flu. Guy's a good player, insane. Flu's kind of hard to play against with this deck, against the with the tri stuff, but the Spright stuff carries you. MVPs of the deck, I was playing the Right. Right was really good. Nobody expects this when you're playing Tri-Brigade Spright. You're like, oh shoot, why are you playing Right in this deck? And I'm like, yes. I actually won game 1 of finals with I top deck Fateful, and Fateful was like the best card in the deck to top deck right there. MVP card. Beaver's insane. Full combo. Droplets. Always live. Always getting pluses off of it. Talents. Insane. I think game 2 I used this to take not the barrier statue, England. It was really nice. Let me play my Tri-Brigade stuff. Red Resonator, I cited this in time, like 3 out of my 4 matches, or out of my 5 matches. Card's MVP. Gets you 3,200 life taints. How are they adding that like in 1 minute? Cosmic, I think it outed Dreaming Town. This is really nice. Yeah, that's it. Huge shout out to Brandon being the president, making sure everything ran well. Also shout out for being the cameraman, and huge shout out to TCG guys like Dio and Karan for making sure everything ran smoothly. Yeah, that's it.